Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to the Commentary is Silent channel where the commentary is not so silent. And in today's video, now I just want to let y'all know before I get into this video that this wasn't my idea to do this video, but it was a friend of mine's. If you follow me on Twitch, there's a friend, she's in my streams frequently. Her name is Mo. And this was her idea because, yeah, recently it was her birthday and she came across this issue. So anyways, in today's video, I will be talking about hairdressers in Washington State. Because sometimes they be messing up. Like, no, I ain't gonna lie. Like, with her story, and then other people's stories, and then my stories with barbers. Like, fam, like hairdressers out here, like it's a hassle. You know, it's a hassle trying to find a good one at that. And then it's like they like, cause with me, I'm like, bro, I never forget, cause there's this one barber. There was a couple of like incidents I had with him. You know, I guess to tell my stories first and then leading to everybody else's stories and stuff. But no, there was the one issue I had with him a couple of times, and I had to say I noticed that the first, like, you know, yeah, the first issue and things. Like, he's a cool dude though. Don't get me wrong, he's a cool dude. I think he still works there. But anyways, first incident I had with him. Dude cut my ear. So he's like, you know, lining me up on the side of my head and stuff. And all of a sudden I felt like a little, like a nick and stuff. Like, I just felt like a little pressure, and where, like, you know, some stuff going on in my ear. He just paused, shut down, and he's like, my bad, bro. I'm like, what happened? And it dawned to me, like, I thought he messed up on my haircut. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to go bald now. Like, I don't understand that. He cut my ear, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's no big deal, bro. I'm like, nah, it's chill, it's cool. I didn't care about that. I was like, I just want to make sure. Look, I put a little band-aid on that. You can't put a band-aid on a bad haircut. So I'm saying, I'm like, I'm chill with that, bro. It's like, don't worry about it. But first incident I had with him. Second incident I had with him was that because there's the one barber, and may he rest in peace, but it was this was like my go-to guy. Always would go to him and stuff. And he always would charge me. He'll just charge me $20 for a cut. This dude wouldn't even do like a cut though. Like, this man like straight up had me looking like a completely different person. I'll go in there looking like I ain't came from the set of Walking Dead, like I hadn't had a haircut in a few years. This dude, he done like trimmed my beard. Cause at the time we used to wear this fade like haircut and stuff. He would go get the sides, of course, trim my beard. He'll spray this towel, wrap it around my face. It felt amazing. Like, bro, that man had me feeling fresh. I'm like, bro, and it's funny because I'm sitting here wearing, like, you know, my street clothes and stuff. I go and feel like I just had like a brand new like outfit or something, like brand new shoes, brand new everything. And he be complimenting my shoes. Like, that dude, he is honestly the best barber I had. And I'm like, it's gonna probably be a while before I go to any other barbers, because yeah, you know, he passed away. It was bro, I was sad because I was like, dang, man. Not even so much as that he couldn't cut my hair no more, but that was like one of the like chillest dudes that I've ever met and things. But anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a while before I commit to another barber and stuff. So, but anyways, but no, like, that barber though, the one that the other guy, he charged me $25 just to cut the sides. I'm like, how you gonna add like another $5? But I'm not the only one that's had that issue. My mom, my own mom, she's had that same issue. So the lady had told my mom over the phone, to do your hair, it's gonna be $80. My mom gets there, lady's like, change your plans. Money's gonna, or you know, the price of it is gonna be like 120 something. I'm like, fam, you could have got you a pair of Air Jordan 1 mids for that. You could have got you some low tops. You could have got you some Air Forces, because I'm a sneakerhead and stuff. Could have got you the super deluxe version of a video game. I'm saying, what, 120, and then out of nowhere just to make that change? I'm like, nah, that's not cool. That ain't cool at all. And I was all like, that, no, some stuff like that, because I'm like, you know, you go there with the intentions of paying like 20, and then you end up leaving. That's what it had me thinking about. I was just like, fam, like, how you gonna do this to me? Like, I know you. I've come through here, all right? We've had conversations, you know? And I'm like, you do that to me. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. And then, like, yeah, then with my mom, I was just like, I don't know if she's been to her a crap ton of times, but like, still though, I'm like, how you gonna go tell a person 80 my thing is this. I showed up with 80. I've been like, look, all I got is 80. You told me 80, and now all of a sudden it changed up. I'm like, nah. It's like I'm trying to save my money, and I'm like, this is like a last minute decision and things. I'm like, nah. I'm like, you said 80. I'm giving you 80. I'm like, all of a sudden it's 120. I'm like, where'd this 120 come from? I'm like, nah. That's not even cool. I'm like, you should have told me 120 over the phone. She probably, shoot, if it had been 120 over the phone, she'd have been like, oh no, it's 200 up front now. I'm like, man, that's crazy. So, and then anyways, and then my friend, and she's the whole reason why I'm even doing this video. So yesterday was her birthday, and the barber, or not barber, but the hairdresser told her, and that's another thing that I feel like hairdressers would do out here, is that they'll say like, oh, I'm busy, or I can't do this, or something came up, you know, or and then that was another incident with my mom, was that the lady, there was another hairdresser who said she was sick, you know, she couldn't show up and things, and so there was that. But no, my friend, so yesterday was her birthday, and of course, you know, for your birthday, you're gonna want to get like your hair did or your haircut, whatever it is. Me, I usually would do that stuff prior beforehand, you know. But if I had to do it on my birthday, then I guess I'm gonna have to do it on my birthday, because you know, she celebrated her birthday like at night and stuff, like she had this get together and things and so on. So anyways, but no, so she contacts the hairdresser, like, you know, told her at this time, yeah, she'll show up. My friend goes there, hairdresser's not there. So she texts the hairdresser, she's like, hey yo, what's the problem, what's the issue and stuff. I kid you guys not, she said that she laid down. And so obviously she's giving, you know, saying like, hey, I fell asleep. And so there's that. I'm like, do you not put it in your like calendar or alarm saying, hey, wake up? You know, it's like because my thing is this. If I'm a hairdresser or a barber, or if I know I'm doing something at a certain time, I might be a few minutes late. I might be a few seconds late. I ain't gonna be waiting like, you know, almost an hour or however long my friend waited, or however long anybody else ever waited, and be like, you know, and they're like, oh, yeah, sorry, went to sleep. That's like what my thing is this, like, and now it's like, you know, just kind of put out some scenarios out there, because I know people will probably be like, oh, well, it's like, you know, trying to defend the situation. So I ain't no defense in that. I'm like, nah, you said this time, you said this money, and it shouldn't be no change of plans. It should always commit, you know, with what you got going on. But like, imagine if somebody told you that they were going to do something, right? And they didn't come, and it's something important. Like, you gotta go somewhere. It is a very, very important thing. But they told you, oh, I can't make it because I gotta tie my shoe. What? What do you mean? And so then I sit down and kind of put myself, because that's the thing where it's like, you know, situations like this, I see it as a universal situation. I see it as like, you know, like this can happen to anybody, but in different ways and stuff. You know, it doesn't even have to be about a hairdresser. It could be about something else. I just remember that one time when I was at work, and my coworker said she couldn't show up because she was dropping her kid off at school. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, where does your kid go to school at? Wakanda? I'm like, you guys are Hispanic. I'm like, all right, maybe there's Hispanic people out in Wakanda. I don't know. But I'm like, or I'm like, what is it, New York? You guys gotta take a private jet to go out there. If that's the case, I'm like, your kid should be getting homeschooled if y'all got a private jet and you traveling back. But if your kid goes to school out in Washington State, you should still be able. And it wasn't even, I know people be like, oh, it was probably like, you know, like the first day of school where the parents show. It was like in the middle of November. School starts in November out? Nah, because I'm like, I went to school, I went all grades, preschool, kindergarten, all the way through 12. Ain't never once I start no school in no September, all right? You guys skip September, or November. I ain't never went to school in no November. You skip September, October, then school starts in November. Nah, I ain't hearing that. So anyways, but yeah, I just put it in multiple situations and things. I'm like, nah, I would be mad about that too. So to pretty much tell you guys, should y'all trust hairdressers out here in Washington State? If they have never did you dirty before, okay, fine. But if they're brand new, be cautious, okay? Just be cautious. Look at the reviews, okay? Ask around town if you need to. Do what you can, okay? But don't go into a hairdressing, you know, salon and just put all your commitment and trust into that person. Nah. If anything, go on YouTube, figure out how to do the stuff yourself, and, you know, save yourself some money, because that's actually what I've been doing. I've been cutting my own hair. I've been saving myself, bro. It's like $20 every like 2-3 weeks. I'm like, fam, I have saved myself some money. If I was still going to barbers and stuff, I'd like, bro, I'm like, yeah. So I save myself some money and things. But anyways, but no, if you got like any hair salon or barber shop stories in Washington State, feel free to comment it down below. We can talk about this, have a little discussion and things. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.